Greetings, ladies and gentlemen! This is my Android 4 here, and welcome back to some more Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. In our last session, we watched as our island, the Destiny Islands, basically fell into darkness and disappeared from all existence. In doing so, we came here to Traverse Town to figure out what the heck is going on, and in doing so, we met Donald and Goofy. These two were going to be partners within the entire game for us. Our party, in a way. Anyway, today though, now Traverse Town has been taken care of, the situation of this game's been, revealed, we know what's gonna happen. I think it's time we get to work on actually completing the game. As today we're gonna be going to a new world to see what is going on there. But before we do that, something I promised you. First things first, I did a lot of grinding off screen, as I wanted to make sure I was ready for today's session. In doing so, I got enough money to buy myself the ability stud, which slightly raises max AP, which I'm gonna want, as I've got 3 abilities, and this will make sure that I can use all 3 AP for said abilities. If we come over here to them, I've got Sliding Dash, and I've got a new ability called Scan, gonna be helpful, and Dodge Roll. Sliding Dash, you should pretty much automatically have this by now. Scan I got at level 9, I believe it was, and viewing an enemy's HP gauge during battle. This makes things much easier when we're going into bosses. The dodge roll, of course, is as it sounds. Dodging makes the job a lot easier. Of course, we only got 1 AP, so we cannot use that as of now, but if I equip the ability sets here, along with the Brave Warrior, go over to abilities, we can equip this, and the Sliding Dash, so all 3 abilities in one with no AP left. It's a shame really, but what are you gonna do? Also, Goofy has a new ability called Rocket. Leap at an airborne enemy and attack with shield. Very helpful, I recommend having it. Anything else? That's not gonna be... Well, actually there's one other thing I want to show off. Now, this is actually a rare case for me in any kind of RPG, where you actually get some very useful weapons at the start of the game. If we come back here to the item shop, ran by Huey, Dewey, and Louie, talk over to Louie, I think it was. But I'm here to shop. I want to buy. Let's see, how much do we have? Okay, so 1 Morning Star, a stat that's good at, well, being also a weapon, and I want a Smasher Shield. For Goofy in particular. Now, there are weapons we can get for ourselves in terms of the Keyblade, but that's not going to happen for quite a while, so I'm not going to worry about that until then. Morning Star gives us much more strength than before, that's for sure. And Goofy's Smasher, much more strength. It's pretty handy. And now we're ready to move on. It's time we leave. To the outside world, or I guess outside universe at this point. Oh, one more thing. Blue Trinity right here. Use it. What? Get a bunch of moolah and money to use to your heart's content. Very helpful. Of course, I can't be using it for where we're going, but hey, I like the option there, and it's very handy. And now, the green cursor shows your current position. Select your next destination with the cursor. Observe the battle level when selecting destinations. More stars mean stronger Heartless in that world. So yeah, we got 2 places we can head to. We got this one, which is 2 stars, and we also got this one over here, which has 1 star. I'm going to the 1 star because I am not that well prepared in terms of, strength and all that. And immediately we get a new gimmick. We travel to different worlds on the Gummy Ship. The Heartless ships often give us a hard time. Always be on the lookout during flight! Fuck! Your journey will be documented until you reach your destination. Oh, yeah. Seek out the missions each world has to offer. Control the Gummy Ship with the left stick. Tilt it up to the decent and tilt down to ascend. Man, that pains me so much. The blue gauge shows the power level. Firing lasers, among other things, consumes power. The green gauge shows the strength of the armor. When we reach 0, it's back to the departing points. Yeah. And you press the circle button to shoot. I don't know if they just explained that, I wasn't listening or reading quick enough, but there's that. You can also press the X button here to slow your progression, I guess. If you're trying to grab all these little orbs and crystals and all that. Although again, not too worried about this. Now if you pay close attention, there was actually one other thing that you could actually do in that little, I guess, hub thing? Hub space, maybe? I don't know. There's two things we could do. One was the garage, one was the missions. Now, the reason I did not show us off is because there isn't much to actually show off, seeing as this is our first time in a gummy ship, so really there isn't anything we can do until we reach our next destination. I'll make sure to show that off when I ever get the chance. Anyway, you'll also probably be noticing these little crystals they drop have different things. Mostly protect, dispel, etc, G's, or gummies. Those will be helpful in the garage later on. When we get to that point, although, who knows, as I'm not much of a gummy ship person. Anyway, anything else we should work? Stride. Okay, and now we got a couple of these, more heartless ships coming in the way. I'll take these little power and armor spears, and I'm just gonna keep shooting, give myself some more crystals. More protection. Now, if only we get a shelling, that'd be very handy, instead of things that exist. Oh, and should you run into any of these things, you take damage as well, just like the Heartless things do damage to you. We got a score of 104, not the best in the world, but it works for me. And our first world is Wonderland, the only place where rabbits are very time-sensitive, where an unbirthday is possible, and where cars come to life. For you guys that have not seen Wonderland, well then you're about to see what it's all about. Let's get into this. Probably one of the most kooky worlds in Kingdom Hearts, but I like it. It's very fitting with our situation. And Fallout to our descent in Wonderland. Oh, Goofy.
Oh, my word, what's this? I'm late! Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear! I'm here! I should be there! Oh, I'm late! Oh, the Queen! She'll have my head for sure!
Like I said, very inconsistent time-wise rabbits. And considering what situation I'm in right now, I find this very ironic. Also, 3 doors. Yeah, because for you guys who don't know, I'm actually on a bit of a timed thing right now, as I got driving today in about half an hour from now, so I gotta do as much of this in as little time as possible. So I do apologize if I tend to skip over things, but come over to this little door here.
How did he get so small?
No, you're simply too big.
That talks!
Said the talking duck.
Must you be so loud? You woke me up.
Good morning.
Good night. I need a bit more sleep.
Wait, what do we have to do to grow small?
Why don't you try the bottle? Over there.
Yeah, it just popped into existence. Because reasons. Immediately we get a reaction command for drinking. Not gonna do that right now because I'm gonna do this thing real quick so I don't have to repeat myself. We can push this back into the wall. Again, I do not understand. But it's gonna be helpful later on because there's a door there. Then we drink down, glug glug glug, and we shrink. It should be noted that Sora's the only one who drinks from that. Goofy and Donald do not, however, so what the heck. And also immediately we get Heartless. We got the Shadows and we got ourselves some new enemies, the Red Nocturnes. Red Nocturnes are essentially your Fire Mage enemies. They love to use fire spells, and they are good at them.
Come on!
can also get a lot of MP from them, so I recommend taking them down should you need to get the fill up. Also, later on we'll be getting a certain ability, or I guess ability is a good way to word it. We'll be getting something that can help us deal with these guys much quicker. Get some TP in the process. And for a second I thought my phone went off. Does not seem to be the case. Ow! Who threw a fireball at me? You there! Yeah! Oh yeah, and one thing I keep forgetting to abuse is the dodge roll. Makes our running much quicker. Gonna head over to the Queen's Castle now. And how we know it's the Queen's Castle? Well, you'll have to basically see the movie. Take my word for it.
Court is now in session!
I'm on trial? But why?
Her Majesty, the Queen of Hearts, presiding.
This girl is the culprit. There's no doubt about it. And the reason is... because I say so, that's why!
That is so unfair.
Well, have you anything to say in your defense?
Of course. I've done absolutely nothing wrong. You may be queen, but I'm afraid that doesn't give you the right to be so mean.
Silence! You dare defy me?
Hey guys, we should help her out.
Blah, blah, blah.
We're outsiders, so wouldn't that be muddling?
Blah, 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 blah.
Oh, yeah. And that's against the rules.
What
The
rules?
court finds the defendant guilty as charged for the crimes of assault and attempted theft of my heart. Off with her head!
No! Oh, please!
Hold it right there!
Hold
Who are
it!
you? How dare you interfere with my court?
Excuse me, but we know who the real culprit is.
Uh-huh. It's the Heartland.
Anyway, she's not the one you're looking for.
That's nonsense. Have you any proof?
My Keyblade is the proof. Bring me evidence of Alice's innocence. I'll end off with all of your heads. I say objection. A queen cannot cut off the defendant's head. That's not in the legal rules since 2000. Okay. Gather as much or little evidence as you please. Report back here once you're ready. So be it. Go and find proof of her innocence. And I like how she's actually giving us the chance to prove Alice's innocence. Even though 1 moment ago she was asking her to get beheaded. Just saying that right now. Gonna create a new save file because who knows what could happen. But yeah, now we are tasked with finding us some proof. Some proof of Alice's innocence, which in itself is not too difficult. And contrary to what's going to be happening, no matter what we do, the results are going to be the same. I'm just going to say that right now, so prepare yourselves. Also, okay, there we go. I was about to ask why it's taking you so long, but then again, this is my PlayStation 3, and it's not very good with these kind of graphics. And now we get a floating cat head. Oh, indeed. Poor Alice, soon to lose her head, and she's not guilty of a thing. Hey, if you know who the culprit is, tell us! The Cheshire Cat has all the answers, but doesn't always tell. The answer, the culprit, the cat all lie in darkness. Wait! They've already left the forest. I won't tell which exit. There are 4 pieces of evidence in all. 3 are a cinch to find. The 4th is tricky. Big reward if you find them all. Should we trust him? To trust or not to trust? I trust you'll decide. So yeah, there's 3 pieces of evidence. However, technically you only need 1 piece just to move the story on. Although making sure you have all 3, or all 4 I guess, makes the job a lot easier. And spoiling this right now, I'm only planning on getting 3 of those because I have no idea where the 4th is and I am not that patient. But before we find this, well actually, brother, you guys don't know what to stop. Just saying that right now. We done here? Okay, we're done here. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. This is what the evidence will look like. This little pink and dark pink little box here. Hit it a couple times with the Keyblade, and you get footprints. 1 of the 3 evidence that we're going to be looking for. You may have also noticed these flowers thingies. Examine 1. Give me a potion and I'll make you bigger. Yeah, you gotta have potions for this area as well if you do not have them already. Although if you've been searching for treasure chests, this should not be an issue. Unless you use them during that guard armor fight, in which case, yeah, that's not a good sign. Now, for the most part, these guys don't do much in terms of benefit, but they do give you good items, so I highly recommend using potions when you think you can get something good out of them. Like for example, use this potion on the flower right here. Thanks. You get MP and a high potion. Much better than a regular potion, wouldn't you say? Unfortunately, the gimmick only works once as far as I'm aware. Then there's more of these guys. Okay. Just keep hitting them, making sure that I've tackled everything that I can. Okay. Give me an ether. The red ones contain ethers. Not too special in terms of their rewards, so I'm not going to worry with them. Although they're there if you want the, I guess the option. That's it. Okay. Anything else I should be concerned with? Maybe up on these platforms here. Aha! Another piece of evidence. You obtained an antenna, and as you can see over there, there's a chest. Can we grab it? Possibly, but that might take some time. Possibly. Just putting that out there. Okay, gonna jump on. Yep, and I cannot see with this camera angle. Sora, please. Get on! Why is platforming so difficult in this game? Okay. Camera angle, jump. There you go, there you go. Ah, man, I hate platforming in this game, and why did I do that? Well, it's a good thing these aren't as difficult to climb back in Destiny Islands. Thank the gods. It's too big to eat. We'll be getting to that later. And, in this chest, found Dalmatians, puppies number 16, 17, and 18 returned home. If you don't know what those are, well, I'll probably get to that in a future episode. But for the time being, think of them as something you want to collect now, so you don't have to backtrack later. Just saying right now. You need to stop. Like, actually. Hold still. Would you please hold still? Thank you. Okay then. That's done. That's taken care of. Nothing else up here. That's what? Wait, actually no, there is something right here. We got this. A little cave into the bazaar room. And it takes us right here where the other evidence is. Wait, hold on a minute. Oh, so the 4th piece of evidence. Wow, okay. Maybe we will be collecting all 4 evidence then. We got some stench there. And the 4th one, sure enough, is tricky to get, but overall not that difficult to find. In fact, we'll be getting that in a quick second, but first we gotta head back to the forest in order to actually grab it. Although I'm curious what the reward is for getting all 4 at once. Definitely makes things a little interesting. Back to the Lotus Forest. Alright then. And now for the next step. Give me a potion, he'll make us bigger. What do you say we give him a... oh. What do you say we give him a potion? Here you are, flower. And make me bigger and more beautiful. Alright then. And we got this stuff. Oh. Well, I was gonna examine it first, but yeah, step on this little tree stump, fly into the ground, you get a new platform there. That's where the last piece of evidence is. Also, since we got the chance here, we're gonna whack this. But I'm gonna hit it again, actually. Get ourselves, I'm ripe enough to be picked and eaten. Grab this, as it'll be able to shrink you. Then I'm gonna hit it again, and I'm gonna eat it. Now let's see. Were they eaten? Maybe we can go back here. Now let's see if we can get some platforming done. Okay, over here. Now the berry's right here. Oh, okay, that works. Another entrance into the bazaar room. Okay. Yeah, apparently I've missed a lot of things during this. Oh, what the? Okay, don't know what we're supposed to do here. There's nothing of relevance. At least not yet, as far as I'm aware. But okay. So ignore that. Oh, and, okay. Well, didn't look like I could get up there anyway, so yeah, that's a thing. Alright then. So now we got a potion one more time. Here you are, flower. Make me big and make me beautiful. Alright, hit this thing once again. Take the fruit or berry or whatever it may be. Gonna eat it. Eat it, eat it. And now we go back small. Alright then. And now we just gotta climb back up for the third and possibly final time. Actually, that's a lie, but you know, we'll get into that in a second. Okay. Climb back over here. Go. And we got one door over here. The most difficult one to get. You're on a faucet, and there's the evidence. The jumping can be a bit painful. Hopefully we get this on the first try. Please get this on the first try. No! Aw, oh, come on! I say hopefully get it on the first time. That does not happen. Well then, I will cut right here, and I'll see you guys in a second.